How's it going, everybody? Now, the boy Jerry Robertson again. Now, this one I'm doing the third of my top 10 favorite movies of all time, part 3. As y'all could tell, I have a lot of movies, and I have a lot of favorites. But every movie I have, I don't like. Some movies I have, I do not love. But I'm showing y'all the ones I actually absolutely love. Like the past few y'all seen, y'all know I love them movies. Now these ones are another ones that I love. We're doing another top 10. So I hope y'all enjoy this top 10 with me. Alright, let's do this. Alright, here we go. Is Insidious Chapter 3. I'm one of the biggest Blumhouse fan. I forgot now, I can believe that. Blumhouse fan, because he turns a low budget movie into make it look like a big budget movie. That's how good his quality, that's how good he knows how to work camera. I think he's the one that works the cameras and stuff. It seems like he puts the creepiest music ever in the movies. So Insidious Chapter 3 is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, one of them. And it's one of the best haunting movies ever, in my opinion. Love this film. Insidious Chapter 3, if you haven't checked it out, it's good to check it out. It's starring Lynn Shay, and I don't know the other people's real name, but Lynn Shay plays Elise again. She's kind of like Donald Pleasance in Halloween, pretty much. So yeah, Insidious Chapter 3, one of my favorite movies of all time. Next would be Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, this is the remake though. Friday the 13th remake is one of the best horror slashers of all time. It has a great story, great everything is great about it. Love this movie. Awesome. And it's just a perfect movie to watch. It's one of the best horror movies ever. That's how good this film is. I remember when this first came out, one of my cousins went to go see it with his granny or something, and I was like, "You lucky, man. I wanted to go see that because I really wanted to go see this movie bad at the time." So every time I just go argue with him, like, "Man, you're lucky. You went to go see that new Friday the 13th movie. You went to go see that new Jason movie. You lucky, man." But I ended up buying it. This movie is amazing. Good slasher film. Jason, as always, Jason can never die. He's an amazing character. Killer. He's awesome. Now, next up would be Undisputed. The first one, the original. It has Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames, if I'm saying that name right. And both of them are good actors. I love Wesley Snipes. I've seen him in, Blade and a few more other stuff. I've seen him in The Expendables 3. He plays a lot of stuff. But this film right here is a great boxing film. It's a boxing film. This film is. If y'all haven't checked it out, please check it out. It's a boxing film. It's when they box in prison and stuff. It's a pretty well done movie. Great story. Great everything else. And this guy right here, Ving Rhames. This guy right here. He was already a champion from out, in the real ring. But Wesley Snipes in this movie, he was in a champion in the jail ring. So both of them was undefeated in different places. One was undefeated in the real and outside, out here instead of in jail. And Wesley Snipes is in jail, a champion, and they're going against each other at the end of the movie. This movie was really well done. Love this film. This film's a good movie, very good. Next up is Fast 5. Now this is when, I mean, I love all the Fast and Furious movies. I even got all of them. But this is when, man, I had this thing for so long. But, man, when this movie came out, I got off of Redbox a long time ago. I think like a few years ago when Redbox first started. Like when Redbox first came out. And, or you rent movies and stuff. And I saw this movie. I like this scene where they raced the cop cars. You know, Vin Diesel and the team raced the cop cars. And I like the beginning scene when they was whooping ass at the start of the movie. Kind of at the start. And I also like the fight between The Rock and Vin Diesel. And I like the freaking, when they take out a bank. And the bank started crashing everywhere. This film is good. One of my most favorite films of all time. Good movie. It's pretty much a masterpiece. This is when Fast and Furious started getting wow, you know, like the best action series ever. Great film. None of y'all seen Fast and Furious? Let's check it out. They got 8 of them out right now. And next up is The Fighter. With like this is also a boxing movie with Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale and Amy Adams. This film right here, it's a great boxing movie. Great boxing movie. Great story. It keeps you entertained. Love this film. I freaking love this film so much. Next up is the first Insidious movie. Y'all, this is the first Insidious movie I've ever seen. And I remember watching this movie for the first time when it first came out. It was a long story, like somebody I think gave it to me. Like nobody gave it to me, but somebody rented off a Redbox when it first came out and said, "You gotta check out this movie. It's Insidious. You should check it out, man. It's really scary." I had to turn it off just because it's too scary for me, man. You gotta check this out, man. It's scary. Look, I know you love horror movies. This guy was like, alright. So I checked it out. And then I gave it back to him so he could take it back to Redbox. But this film right here, I loved it. Creepy atmosphere in it. This film deserves a lot of respect. Fantastic film. From beginning to end, love it because it was freaky. Everything. Blumhouse, like I said, Blumhouse. Like I said before, Blumhouse is one of my favorite studios of all time. Next up is Insidious Chapter 2. This film, you know when they say creepy as hell, this film was creepy as hell. This film topped the original. This film was good. This film was amazing because it left right after, pretty much right after the first one. When the first one left you with the cliffhanger, you got that back. But it shows at the very first beginning of it, it shows how Josh Whedon, no, not Josh Whedon. That was from God's Not Dead. What was I thinking? But his name's Josh, and it shows when he was in the as a kid at the start of the movie. Then after that, I think that's when the credit rolls and it says Insidious Chapter 2. I think. I don't remember that much about this movie. I haven't seen it forever. And then after that, it's left off right after the first one. You know, the dad's possessed. Like shown at the very end of the first one. This film's amazing. I love this film. Blumhouse, you always make a good movies. Can't wait to see the new Halloween movie with y'all involved. So, Insidious Chapter 2. Fantastic movie. You know, this is my favorite Insidious movie. You know, this is controversial because a lot of people don't like this film. The few I'm about to show y'all, I actually enjoy these films. But a lot of other people do not enjoy them as much as I personally do. So, next up is Insidious The Last Key. the fourth Insidious movie. And I think the final one so far, they might make more later on down the line. But this film right here is awesome. I like how it shows, Elise, Lynn Shay's character Elise. It shows her backstory. At the beginning of the movie, you get to learn a little bit about her backstory. I thought that was neat, and then some jump scares in it were pretty good. This film was good. This was a really good movie. And it's emotional, I think, at the end of it. And then this happens before the first one. Like, it leaves you at the end, it leaves you right at the first, like, before the first one. So, that's awesome. This film, good. 10 out of 10 for me. Next up, y'all know this is going to be controversial, because I know, don't get pissed at me if I personally love these movies. Please do not get pissed at me, because this is my opinion, like I respect all y'all's. Please do not get pissed at me. Okay, I love these movies. Next up, Escape Plan. Now hear me out. I always love movies about, prison escapes. I love movies like that. I always have. Love movies about prison escapes and all that stuff. This film right here is a good movie to me. Great fight scenes, great escape. Like him and Arnold Schwarzenegger tries to figure out an escape plan. Great movie. And this is my opinion though. Like I respect all y'all's. So, great movie in my opinion. Escape Plan, great movie. Next up, y'all could probably really get pissed at me. Now, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm just telling y'all what I think is good. What I think is good. I don't want to tell y'all why I think it's good. Y'all probably know what it is. Because it's after the first one. Escape Plan 2. Listen, like I know it's kind of like a sci-fi-ish type movie in the mood, but I'm a huge fan of Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone was in 1 and 2. I'm a huge fan of Sylvester Stallone. I've seen probably all of his movies 1,000 times. I loved all of his Rocky movies. I loved all the Expendables movies. I love countless of his movies. Escape Plan 2, fantastic movie. I think it's a good sequel to me. Sylvester Stallone, I like the end fight with him and somebody else. I don't even know this other character. But it's pretty good. Like, I like that fight scene at the end. I like when they all gather around try to escape from this one little harder prison stuff. I enjoyed this film. There's a lot of entertainment in it. I enjoyed this film. And that's in my opinion. This film right here is one of the best movies I've ever seen. My opinion. Like I respect all y'all. So please do not get pissed at me. Please do not. Because I respect all y'all's opinions. Just like some of y'all probably respect mine, hopefully. But that's just my opinion right now. This might be my favorite. I mean, not favorite. This might be my final, my top 10 best movies of all time. My top 10 favorite movies of all time. This might be my final video about that. I don't know. We'll see. Because I got a lot of movies here and I got a lot of favorites. So we will see. We shall see. Alright, everybody. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. If y'all did, please hit the like button and subscribe and share. And I guess I'm out here. Peace out.